I am here, 7 minutes late. Hello. I'm practically on time. Today I'm playing Planet Zoo as I do every Saturday/Sunday. I haven't decided which animals I'm going to make today, but I do have some ideas. I believe I've already purchased some moose. So I'm going to have to make some moose enclosures. That's always exciting. I don't know how I'm gonna make them moose-like, but I'm sure I'll figure it out somehow. I'm gonna have to end stream today a bit early, because I have errands to run, if you can imagine, as I do every other Sunday, Saturday, whatever, for some reason. It just ends up being that way, unfortunately. So I'm probably gonna go at either 2.5 or 3 hours. I haven't decided yet. But it is what it is. I apologize. You errands, yeah, I know. How you doing, Lemmy? Good job on the first. Yeah, Dragon, how goes? Okay. Let's see. Our lovely little wolf, fox, beaver, wolverine, crane. Oh, that's a good crane. And the, oh yeah, the macaques that I have to pronounce strangely. But it doesn't censor me. That... is my light on? It is kind of on. It's on, but it's close range. I have to wait till it becomes daytime. Did I get everything set up over here? I sure hope so. I think so. I think it's alright. How you doing? How you going over here? You alright? There's no fish in there. You seem like a fishing sort of bird, but I'm not allowed to give you fish. You just have to use this fish. It's the wrong fish, but it's fish. I went late to make sure it was all done last time. Did I? I don't remember. But I suppose that tracks as well as anything. But yeah. I don't know exactly where to begin. This is not black and white. I'm just trying to like shake it free. This different game. Okay, so where do how big is the space that they need? Ooh, 15 stream streak. Very well done. Moose. How much space do moose need? A decent amount. How many do you have? Four moose and some babies? 2,300 meters squared. That's about the size of, like, the bison, I think. Yeah, almost exactly. A warning? A warning of what? What warning are we referring to? It's more I gotta find a good place to actually put the moose. A warning to behave? What? Why would you need a warning to behave? I'm confused. One of my wolves is howling an awful lot. Yeah, right? How you doing? Why are you howling so much? What do you want? What happened? I don't know. I'm just assuming that it's the normal Limmy ban that happens every once in a while. I don't know for sure. It felt awfully suspicious. like an odd timing on it, but I was just very confused because I was trying to figure out what was going on. Why did Limmy need a warning? What were we expecting Limmy to misbehave? I'm confused. You were testing out the warning function. I didn't even know there was a warning function. In the world? Builds character. Dragons always expect you to misbehave. Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry, it's fine. Okay, so on top of moose, what other creature might I want for my taiga/tundra? I want a small thing. Do we have any small thing? Wild boar? I guess it's small. Kinda. Ooh. Oh, wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. Okay. 3 to 30. How much space is that going to require? I'll do like 15 probably, and I imagine there'll be some babies in there. Not that much, honestly. That's actually pretty decent. Maybe I'll get some boars. Ooh, fancy boar. That one's not bad. Is it, what was the male to female ratio? I didn't even check. 1 male, 29 females. Well, that's the only male available, so I guess I'll take that one. And I need at least 3 to start the enclosure, really. I don't need size. Size is irrelevant to me. I mean, I guess that does mean that they're more impressive, so they get more looking loos. I already have this moose. Do I have any more moose? I do have another moose. I have 3 moose so far. 4 moose. Ooh, I have 4 moose. Mooses. What do you need? I don't imagine the boar has any Oh. Okay. Well. Should I try to fit some deer in there? And maybe a swan? How would I even do that? The deer are going to be really hard to fit in there. European fallow deer. They don't live in a taiga tundra, though, which is what I'm currently doing, or trying to do. What about the red deer? Red deer lives in taiga, so I can do red deer. Right? Yeah. I'm not going to combine them with visons, although I might. It might not be a bad idea. I could, like, attach them onto the back here somehow. Probably not, though. Size doesn't matter. I mean... a larger boar would be... get a lot more lookage simply by the surface area presented. You are correct. Get some spiders for dragon. Ooh. Okay. Right about here is a good spot for a boar pen. I kind of wanted to combine them with the bison, because that seems like fun, but I don't know where or how I'd connect them. And it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense either. I think with a deer and a boar, I think I could maybe manage if I put the boar, like, here. Somehow. And then, like, the deer attached onto the back. Like, kind of similar to how I did these two, where I have, like, the monkey underneath the crane. If I do the boar and the deer, I might be able to manage, but I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, I don't know. The swan would be like too... it's not even the right biome either. Not yet, anyway. So I could do... I'd like to combine them with the deer, but I don't know how I'm going to manage. I should probably just start and worry about it after I get it going. Not the Mexican red-knee tarantula. That's also an aardvark. Yeah, deer, red deer. Buy red deer. 1 male and an assortment of females, if I remember correctly. Because the males like to murder each other. Okay, how many though? I can't fit too many in there. 1 male, 8 females, okay. Because I'm not, it's going to be a specific size. It's not going to be too big, you know? Oh, actually, how much space do they need? Not a lot. I remember them being quite easy to please. About 10. Let's just put about 10 just for the sake of it. So they're about twice the size of the boar, which is 300 or 400. How big is this enclosure? Well, I can't tell because it's combined with a different one. How big is this one? This one's 2,000? This one's, yeah, about 2,000. Beaver, how big are you? 850. So that's about the size of the deer enclosure that needs to be. And then I'm going to attach a boar enclosure to it somehow. So if I do... what if I do like a standing deer? Not like standing exactly, but like on their hind legs. If, like, I don't know, like in mid-leap sort of thing, you know? That's a head, by the way, just in case you're curious. I mean, that's kind of fun. I kind of like that as an idea. But then I'd have to figure out where to put the boar. I could put the boar on its back, just like hanging out. Like that. Piggyback, yeah, piggyback. Happy accident. Okay, now how am I going to make this look like a deer? I can make it a boar pretty easily. They're not hard, but a deer needs to have their antlers, and their antlers need to look like iconic, right? They need to look like deer antlers. They can't just look like horns or whatever. Deer antlers look a very specific way. So I want to try and get that out of the way. I don't even know where to begin with it, though. How many prongs does a red deer have on average? I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll just look at the picture. I'm sure the red deer male is the one they've used to present it. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. What do you look like? Ooh, you got them big ones. Okay, so it's 8, 1, 2, 4, 6 points. Okay. I got them head spikies. I'm not going to do both, obviously, because that'd be an outrageous amount of effort. Let's see. Barrier. Okay, go ahead and add. It has 2 spikes. And then, like, it kind of wraps around into another spike there. And then like that. That's a reindeer. That's a reindeer. It needs to go up more, I think. I should probably also make sure the size and stuff of this is all correct before I, like, just complete it. Okay. Did your legs bend backwards? Ow. Ow. I can't look. I'm sure they're like other ungulates. So I'm imagining they probably bend like this and like that. Or is it the other way around? Is it fold under? I guess I could look at a picture of a deer online and find out real quick before I commit to the the enclosure. They got them back legs and forward legs. Yeah, okay. No, it's very helpful, but now that I've closed that window, I've immediately forgotten. My object permanence is lacking. Okay, so they are like this. Up a bit higher. Okay, and they're quite a bit bulkier than that, too. Can I, like, move this whole thing? Yeah, okay, give me all that. Move it up. Like so. Okay. Do they got them backwards knees? I can't really tell from these images. I have to open up more. Give me more images. Their back legs bend to backwards, their front legs bend to normal, like. So that is correct, alright. You delete that, add this. There you go. Shrink that. I gotta put a door in here to see how big this is before I continue, because I don't want it to be too small, even a little footy door. That is 1,500. That feels excessive. I don't think I needed that much space. I needed like 800, I think. Oops. Yeah, for 10 deer, 9 deer. And some babies, I guess. Oh, no, that's not too bad. Like 900, yeah. I need to shrink it a little bit, but not by much. I think just adjusting the size of the head will fix that issue pretty well. They got more of that neck scruff, though, that deer tend to have. Or elk, I guess. I guess deer have it too, obviously. Also, like I said, this is definitely a reindeer horn, not the right kind of deer. I gotta probably add some curves in here. Can you scruff a deer? Probably not. I mean, well, maybe. Well, no, I don't think. I think you'd probably get gored before you had an opportunity, honestly. Untestable. Yeah. I don't know if it's untestable, but probably not a good idea to test. Okay, we got longhorn first. Then shorthorn. Then bighorn. Leads to point. Okay. So, point. I need one more point here. Alright. I love how wholly unnecessary this part is, especially, because, like, there's no way that, like, this is gonna be used in the enclosure at all for any reason. It's purely aesthetic. Although a lot of them, I guess, are. A lot of things I've done are purely aesthetic. Just need a little bit more. It looks very much like a reindeer. Which is not my desire in this moment. Head's a bit too pointy, I guess. I guess it's just because it comes, because I'm not making it thin enough, I suppose. It looks like it's too bulky. I need to, like, thin it out. But then, like, it's hard to... Once again, I can't use it for anything productive, so it's just going to be purely aesthetic. I'm imagining that the inconsistent, like, points like that also don't help. You need to make them generally about similar in curvature on either side. Because they don't get thicker or anything, really. They just sort of prong outward. Okay, just to combine that one. Combine that. Well, I need to curve this whole thing over. Can I grab that? Thank you. Up, 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 up. Okay, now give me a little bit of a scooch in here. Curve that a bit, curve this a bit. This one's a bit too, pretty sure I deleted the, the ones for this. Let's cancel that. Okay, now, scooch. Scooch. Okay, what's the problem here, I have to wonder. Why did this happen? Is that even, like, correct? Yeah, I guess so. They do kind of branch out near the end. You get, like, thicker. Just a bit. Just a touch. I mean, it looks more like a deer. The deer that I want, specifically. There's not much to be done about the horns, otherwise. Oh, sorry, the antlers, otherwise. I suppose I can scoot this to be, like, more central instead, because it kind of curves back a little bit more than that. Deers don't have pointy ears. I'm gonna make that like this instead. Its head is far too large, I think. That's probably one of the problems I'm having right now. Do deers have tails? I mean, yes, but does this deer have like a tail? Yeah, it's kind of like a poofy tail, though. Kind of like that. Hydrate. Your tails are adorable. They are very small. Small and wiggly. Okay. So I need this shoulder to, like, be out more. The scruff comes up. I think the head is just too big, so I need to, like, shrink it. Somehow. Too long, maybe? Maybe that's the problem? Okay, I need this to be... I need to, like, make sure this is known not to be just connected by the legs. That's a chest bit. I mean, that reads pretty well as a deer. It doesn't really shape like a deer properly. It's like stockier. Red deer aren't particularly live. Chunk. Yeah. It looks fine. That's cool, hold on. Yeah, it's alright. It reads as a deer. Like, it looks like a deer. Like, there's no way you can't say this doesn't look like a deer. Like, it just doesn't look quite like how I want it to. That's my problem. This isn't a very good image to work off of. Is it that his neck isn't long enough, maybe? Maybe that's what I'm having trouble with. Maybe he needs a longer neck. Maybe like this. That just looks kind of strange. Do you like it? Oh, that's nice. I'm glad. I hope that it looks at least halfway decent most of the time. That's kind of what I'm going for. So I guess that's going to be my deer, because I think that's probably fine enough. I'm not going to worry about the antlers being part of the actual enclosure. It's way bigger than it needs to be, but that's okay. So now I got to make the pig on the back. This will be fairly simple. Just need little leggies. Okay. Now I need to, like, give the boar its, like, snout. And then, like, a tusk analog? Can I... the tusks come out the front? Not really. But I do need to, like, do this a bit. Well, like, keep this here. Pull that back. Okay, maybe this needs to be a bit closer. I just want it to be very clearly like a snout and mouth, right? Is that, what do the ears look like? Big. Big ears. Not quite right. A little bit. Like less. I think the nose is too, like the snout's too pronounced now. I think that's the problem. It's mostly snout, not enough rest of the head. Shrink that down. Give it an eye. The snout's too... I think the snout needs to go into the eye, I think, is the problem. That looks more like a pig, but does it look like a boar? Kind of. It needs like a thicker neck, like this. And this can come up a bit higher. Chonk. Yeah. Most of my animals end up being chonky. I should probably make sure that all the animals are happy right now before I continue. Since I'm unpaused right now. Nobody's fighting, nobody's starving. Oh, there is fighting over at the Arctic foxes, apparently. Maybe there was, but there isn't anymore. Oh, that was 4 years ago. Yeah, never mind. It's fine. Maybe do 100 push-ups? Jeez. Like, all at once or over the course of your entire stream? Because one of those, I feel like, is probably not healthy. And one of those is probably more healthy. Within, like, 5 minutes? Jeez. That's insane. Also impressive. But, jeez. Like, I don't even know, like... I don't even know how many push-ups I could do, but, like... 100 is, like, way outside that range. The cost went up. That's probably for the best. Okay, I need to, like, figure out its body shape. This is just a pig. This is just a real pig. A piggy. Need to, like, get its head here, and then, like, give it a big shoulder. And then, like, make it a bit more shapy. It's not shapy enough. Because they're a lot more, like, muscly than pigs. Hey, Patat, how you doing? Hey, good night. All right. You're not new, but hello, and goodbye. Take care. Thanks for popping in and say hey. Oh, this pig is not looking healthy right now. Okay. Okay, sure, it's fine. I just need to, like, make this less... less, I don't know. Just less of something. It's probably because I put the legs coming out of the neck, which probably isn't quite how they look, huh? I might not do 2 legs for this. I might just stick with 1. For the sake of simplicity. Okay, and then we'll add a little haunch. There. Then that ear is way too big, but that's fine mostly, because I can just shrink it down. That hunch is too large. That doesn't even look like a pig. It doesn't even look like a boar. It just looks like a weird creature. I guess all animals are weird creatures. Part of the reason is, like, it has, like, that, kind of, like, curve into, like, a big jowl sort of thing. Kind of, like, I need to, like, push it out, but then it stops looking like a boar. It doesn't look like a boar to begin with, honestly. You'd be hard-pressed to convince me this was a boar. They're going to be shared containments, yes. Because apparently red deer and wild boars can cohabitate, and it's an enriching experience for them. So I'd like to have them both in the same pen. So I was going to combine them, but I couldn't figure out how to do it, so I wanted the deer to be jumping with the piggyback, because that was like a fun idea. But I'm currently trying to figure out how I'm going to make it appear to be a boar proper, you know? Yeah. Also, like, I think wild boars are much larger than this. I think they're, like, actually, like, around, like, this size. But, you know, I'm not here for accuracy. Well, I am part way here for accuracy. They have, like, round ears, but they kind of, this is kind of like, I need them to be like this and like that. What is this? What is this? You got them back leg zigzaggies. I don't know how I'm gonna make the legs work. What a, I mean, you know, it doesn't need to be like lore accurate to bore behavior, right? I mean, it works. Like it's clearly riding the deer. I can join the enclosures like on the leg here or something. I'll just like add like another bit there and then like chop away that. And then like right here as well. That way they can walk between the locations. What does a boar's tail look like? Okay, like a cow's tail. Well... Okay. Need a little poofy at the end. I need it to like curve a little bit. There you go. And then like maybe like a... Oh, can I get another one in there? Maybe I need to like adjust it a bit just to little cheat to get it in there. Ooh, nearly. Hold on. No, come on now. There. Good enough, I guess. Hydrate, sure. Guess must be so confused by the enclosures like this they can't see from above. Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right. But, that's fine, you know. They don't need to see it. I can shrink that wall so it doesn't, interfere. I can shrink this. Shrink that. Nope. And that. Yeah, I guess just all these, honestly. I don't even need to... No, not that one. That one's an exterior wall. And that one here. I don't need to shrink those ones. Cool pig. Thank you. I'm working on it. I like to think it's coming out quite well. It's riding a deer. Okay, I think that's probably fine. Like, it reads as animal. I don't know if it reads as boar. But it reads as animal. Yeah. It's well enough. Maybe put like that and then do that instead. Oh, it's still the same, like, length there, but goes into the side instead. Although maybe it does need to go a little bit out like that. That looks alright. Okay. That's my boar and my deer enclosure. It's quite large. I don't know if deer need a higher wall than that. How high can you jump? Quite, I imagine. 4.95. Ooh. I think this is still tall enough. Yeah, it's 6 feet. Now, I have a problem. I didn't think of where the guest would need to view the animal from. So maybe I'll extend this out to the edge of the path, like so. Is that gonna look okay if I do that? Not really, no. Okay. They need to be, like, around... like here, most likely, and, like, probably if I want to do the... if I want them to see the pig enclosure section back here. I might be able to add, like, one of those entrances like this to, like, make it so the guests can walk in and view them in the dome. That might work. Maybe. There's a big pig. You can be a big pig, too. Ah! Guys, it's a Disney movie. I can't put that on stream. I was about to unmute the audio. Unwise. Yeah, very. Okay. I think it's probably fine. I don't know where exactly I want the guests to come in. I wonder if I can move this building. What is that building covering right now? It looks like it might just be this enclosure. So I can just move this whole thing over here instead. That way the guests can walk up behind here. There you go. Now, up this way at size 5, I think, is the rest of my paths. My paths are all 5, I believe. Go up and around the back, turn off angle snapping. I'm gonna just hug it like this. If I want to do that contour, I guess may as well. We're gonna have a shop right there. Oops. Maybe a bathroom right there. A couple more shops there. Maybe information as well. That one's not terrible, but it's not good either. That'll it there doesn't like to conform. But it's okay, honestly. I don't really need the paths to be like super close to the enclosure. That way if I do that, it'll look a little bit nicer. I'll put something there, maybe, like a bench or two. Okay. That's fun. This is such a really silly image. I could I could put a swan on top of the pig. I feel like it'd be a bit excessive, but I could do that. I don't know. I think a swan, like, would be... I don't... What is a... Let me just see. I don't even know how I'd make the swan look like a swan. I guess I'd have to do the S neck, right? Just have it perching on top. How big a space do they need, I guess is a good question. 25 males to 25 females. So let's just go 25 because I don't. That seems like an insane amount. That was way too many, but whatever. About 2,000. Well, about 1,000, which will be about the size of the beaver, I think, which is about that big. That's bigger than the pig is, so it might not be a good idea to try it. Although it is going to be combining into the other two, so maybe it'd be fine. But you wouldn't be able to view the pig enclosure at all because of the... If I put a swan on top of the pig, it would have to go around to, like, there. I suppose maybe I could make it so that the path goes in to here to look at through the pig's head into the enclosure, but you wouldn't be able to see very far. But I do like that as an idea, and I'm not doing this zoo to make the... I'm not doing the zoo to make the guests be able to see things. The guests don't need to see nothing. This is my zoo. This is my zoo where I draw animal shapes. It's gonna look exactly like the crane. That's a duck. It's very clearly a duck. The swans here are black? Really? Weird. How do I make a swan not look like a duck? I guess... Oh, I guess they make the wings bigger, but... How am I going to do that? Kind of like neck even more ridiculously swoopy. I mean, it definitely needs to be longer, but not by a terribly large amount. I do like this. Be a lot of space where the animals can't go. I mean, I guess I could make it back there, sorta. If they try real hard. Aren't swans like really aggressive? Like, that feels like a very uncharacteristic thing for the portrayal of swans. They can be, yeah. But so are ducks. Oh, yeah, I suppose. But, like, swans can, like break your arm, can't they? They're like, they got that neck whip thing going on where they can go like, whoosh, and just snap something. Ducks are innocent, how dare. No, Duck is innocent. You don't need to ban Limmy over that. Come on. It was an opinion. Probably. We welcome opinions here. Mostly. Not all opinions, just many of them. Well, it depends on if they're directly in, you know, like against my so I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with this neck. I can't finish that thought until I finish this. This kid say anything now? Yeah, no, you're fine. It's fine. Dragon only bans Limmy because one time they asked for it, and then when I gave Dragon permission, well, not permission, I gave Dragon moderator, and then they just went ban happy. I mean, you know, it's to be expected, honestly. I don't know what I was thinking would happen otherwise, but it is what it is. We now live with this inevitability. Some of it's fine. Otherwise, yeah, it's perfectly fine. It's whatever. I didn't even get to see that one. what was said that time? I didn't get a chance. I was too busy thinking and looking at things. I feel like the neck is now too long for how big the body is. Yeah, the body's too small for how big that neck is. That is not how necks work exactly. I don't know what I was thinking with that. Also, now it's just substantially too big. Okay, I mean, like, that's actually okay, I guess. It's not like perfectly sized, obviously, but I think overall that's probably a fine size for it. I'm gonna add in like the little wingy thingy. Speaking of breaking arms, I slammed my VR controller into my elbow when I was doing Song and broke the ring again. So I have to repair it again. You're being repressed. See the violence inherent in the system. What led to the second ban? I wasn't paying attention. What? I didn't. You gotta stop. You gotta stop banning Limmy until you give me a chance to read what's happening, please. I appreciate the comedy of the situation, but I want to know what's being said. And I don't have like the chat mod or whatever it is that lets me like see chat that's been deleted. I probably should install that just for this occasion. Although I don't know how to do it, so I'm kind of gonna just not. But I should. That swan-like? Probably not. The swan's got like a thingy here, right? Yeah, the beak doesn't really do that as such. The bill? Do swans have a beak or a bill? It looks like a bill. Filter out the bots too well, you have to ban somebody. I mean, like, you're allowed to ban Limmy occasionally, but don't do it too much, because then it'll be difficult to, like, actually see them chatting. And I might not have time to respond, you know? It's not a safe space for ducks. I don't even know... Like, I like ducks. I think they're cute. But I'm aware, like, now that they can be, you know, somewhat aggressive, apparently. Maybe not always. Maybe not domestic ducks. But most animals are a bit, you know, aggressive when defending territory. You're not allowed to have walls shorter than 2 meters. It irks me. Because I don't want to, like, make this, like, a pointed bill. That doesn't make any sense. It needs to curve, like, down like this, but it doesn't really curve here as such. It just sort of becomes straight. This is far too long. It's getting longer and longer, and I'm not stopping it. It's a spring/chicks related aggression. That makes sense. Anyway, I'd like to figure out this business, but I have no idea what to do with the bill to make it less like this. All ducks are innocent, only death will stop you from saying this. Okay. Yeah, before Lemmy gets banned again for saying such things, I'm gonna, like, I'm gonna put like a 2 per stream ban limit on Lemmy specifically, please. Like, if you do it too much, it's not special anymore, alright? Like, it's okay sometimes, but let me speak. That's too much like a beak. I don't need a beak, I need a bill. What the heck's... How do you do a bill? Justice for Lemmy. I guess that's bill-ish enough. Like, it's clearly a swan. Like, that neck is outrageous, but, like, there's just the bill just doesn't look right. I don't know what to do to make it look better. Now it just looks too flat. Like, I need... Like, how do I emulate this in here? I think maybe the head was bigger, it'd be easier, but it needs to be pretty small anyway. Whatever, it's fine. Go ahead and move the entire thing down a bit. Hey, Twitch, how you doing? I can't rotate or zotate. Okay, delete that. Maybe the head's just wrong altogether. It is a lot. It needs to be a lot bigger than that. That could be part of the reason I'm having a hard time with this. Well, maybe not quite like that. How goes things? Now I feel like it's the wrong angle. I think that reads swan at a glance, I think. What have I done? What have I done? This is so stupid. Oh. Alright. Should I get rid of the wing, maybe? Maybe that would help. Maybe? No, I kind of like the wing. Maybe not that one. That one's probably unnecessary, but that's fine. Maybe I need to, like, adjust it slightly to make it, like, a bit bigger, though. Like that, and then kind of, like, around the back like that. And have, like, a pool there. You acknowledge the suggested 2-band maximum, and keep it in mind when you ban Limmy excessively regardless. What we're trying to do? This is my Planet Zoo, where I make every enclosure the animal that I intend to put inside of it. So I have a beaver here, which is shaped like a beaver. It's kind of hard to see because of the lights, but it is shaped like a beaver. I got my fox here, which you can kind of see. Got my skunk right here, which is kind of hard to see because of the trees. It's shaped like a skunk. I've got my wolf here. My wolf has little boots and a little eye. I've got my visant here. I have a macaque, not macaque. I got a macaque monkey here and a crane here. I've got Wolverine right here. And this is my red deer, wild boar, and swan combo. They're riding piggyback. It's hard. It's something. It's fun. It's a fun challenge. Trying to figure out how to make animal shapes with straight walls. I could do curved walls too, I guess, but they're a bit more difficult to work with. I need to figure out where I want the viewing angle for the boar enclosure. I guess like right here is fine, but it's a very like small spot. I'm gonna have to like figure that out specifically. Maybe if I do like... And that's too long. I can get like into there. Close. Up to that edge, you can like look through and see. Then shrink it back to 5. I might have a shop right there, or maybe a restroom, because I was planning on having a restroom like right around here, but then I decided to have a different animal, so maybe I'll split it off and have a restroom. And not like that, like that. Then I want the swan viewing angle to be right here. On the back, obviously, because that's where I'm going to have the pool. For them to swim in. And can I just like... Yeah, there you go. There'll be a restroom right there. Ideally. And I guess a shop right there. Maybe. Would it be better to have the viewing angle here? No, it's kind of too narrow, I think. Honestly, this isn't a great spot for a viewing angle either. That actually, like, kind of conforms to the path. So I could probably do like this and get it, like, up in there. Maybe at a different, slightly different angle to start. And curve it around like that. Is that gonna work? Maybe. Can I get a little bit longer path? It says 1 or 2, but I don't know. How big's a 3? Those are all the same length. You're lying to me, path. It automatically decides the length it wants to be. I see, I see. I mean, like, that's probably a better viewing angle. It just doesn't go far enough in. If I put this like here, manually, I can probably get it to work better. How dare. Don't want it to connect. There you go. Delete that completely. And then maybe tighten this path up a bit. Well, I'd come off this side, maybe. Delete that. Okay. There. It's not great. I hate this little, like, kink in the road there, but it sort of is what it is. It'll work. It's not a very intuitive path for viewing the animals, but it will get the job done. They don't even really need to see the boars, but I could have shops here and stuff. Or maybe, like, the talking centers would be a good idea. Like, since there's not very many opportunities to put those in for the boar, especially. Having like a talking center for the boar there is probably good. And having like a restroom or a shop there is good. I do want a restroom here, but maybe I'll go with like hat shop, like a gift shop in the middle of the swan. That could be fun. Either way, I haven't even bought swans yet, so that's something that I need to do. So it's 1 male. No, it's 25 males, 25 females. What is the minimum that I can have? Oof, I can only buy one because everybody's selling them for a lot. Size doesn't matter. I mean, much. don't do that. So I appreciate the joke, but don't do that. don't. I don't know a way to say this that doesn't sound like mean-spirited, but don't block random words, please. Only offensive terms. But I do appreciate the joke. Well, so, like, okay. Anyway, whatever. Wow, this deer's like really, like, this deer was just born. 0 years. I thought it'd be an adult deer. I guess that's fine. It's not useful though, not yet. Although, I got 2 swans, both male. How's the bachelor group for swans? 2 to 50. I mean, it works. I don't let you have any fun. Well, I know, but like, you know, it's there's like. I don't want, like, how do I explain? I don't want, like, a random person coming in and seeing that somebody's just getting banned over and over again or something like that, right? Like, I appreciate the joke, but, like, once or twice is, like, a funny, but then it gets a bit excessive. It's like, maybe it's bad news. Or, like, somebody comes in and is like, oh, is that a duck? And it gets banned, you know? And it's like, oh, it's a banned phrase. And it's like, oh, all right, well. It's like, no, it's a swan. I don't know. I just, you know, there's like a there's a reasoning there that would make an amount of sense. Sorry for ruining your fun, but I just want to make sure that like nobody like is, you know, unable to chat for any particular reason. And of course, the banning of Limmy, I'm okay with every once in a while, but when it keeps deleting the chat, it's kind of frustrating because I want to know what's happening. When I see the ban like come up or whatever, it just makes me panic for a second. Can I even do this? Oh yeah, I guess I can. Oh, that was weird. It looked like it was like really big for some reason. Okay, there's that. What? I didn't say that. What are you talking about? Who said anything about ducks? I didn't say that. Okay, let's see. One there, one there, one there. Just dot these things everywhere because people love to chuck their trash all over the floor for some reason. It's crazy. don't know exactly where I want the shops. Just like somewhere? Somewhere? Did you ask? Did you ask what? Okay, I think that's fine. What kind of shop do I want there? Probably a drink stall, obviously. Maybe, I mean, like, maybe both. Ooh, it would be good. Hot dogs, maybe? You could, like, stick them on the antlers and cook them over a fire. People love to dump their trash everywhere, but the trash cans... Oh, yeah. It's just annoying, you know? I just wish the people would stop dumping their trash everywhere, you know? I like to have them throw their trash in the bins where they belong. Otherwise it makes my zoo dirty. And I don't want a, I want a clean, nice, pleasant zoo, you know? Okay, there's a hot dog squad. Well, I can't really put that there because I forgot I needed to put down the stinking Twilight business first. Twilight business, where are you? Twilight shop? What is it called? It's like shop... That's it. Actually, I could do the bigger one, couldn't I? That's staff room, jeez. Where's the bigger shop shell? That one. There's two shops, there's one on either side. It's kind of a fun building. I might put it there and use it. A lot of space, why not? Doesn't really have a... The storefront's a bit wrong, but... It looks nice still. The dirtier the better. No! I get in trouble for that. Oh, actually, you know what? It might be better if I put it over the path. That might make more sense. Oh, I guess it's scaled for, like, size 4 paths, though. It would have looked nice, but I can't quite put them down. Unless I extend it a bit. I suppose I could extend it. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. If I do this, then I can put a shop on either side and then just have, like, nothing back there. Because that'll look a little bit nicer, because the shop front actually looks kind of cool. If I put this path here, I need to make it 4, because that's too big. Oh, it is 4. Never mind. Turn off snapping, since I can just about get it right. Actually, you know what? Delete that, and then make the, put the shops in there first. Anyway, I would like to keep my zoo clean, so that people keep coming to the zoo, because otherwise they won't come to the zoo anymore, and then I'll make no money. And then the zoo will be a bust, and I'll have to end my stream forever. This is my final zoo. I want it to look and be successful, you know? My final zoo until I feel like coming back at some point in the future, probably. But that could be like years, you know, I don't know. I don't know how long it'll be before I come back to Planet Zoo. But for now, I have to finish the new zoo. Okay, now there's 2 shops there. I'm gonna put trash cans on either spot here, I think. Just to make sure that's there. Put this one in the middle. I don't need that one. Move this one to here. That's some good stuff there. 50 years! Can't even imagine playing anything in 50 years. The world's gonna be over. It's gonna get all covered in, you know, soot and greenhouse gases or something. I don't know. You know, watch your carbon footprint. Make an effort to Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Gift shop. Is there a Twilight gift shop? I doubt it. Oh, nope, just a Twilight shell. That works, though. Okay. Now give me a gift shop. Shell? Where are they? Loony balloons. That's not what I wanted. I wanted hats, didn't I? Hats, fantastic. Oops. What the hell is that thing? What, you don't like my house? My little shop shell? It's nice. We got them dotted all around the place. See? Just all over. You got a little castle there for a bathroom for some reason. I don't know why this is a bathroom, but it's a bathroom. Easy to spot, I guess. Large toilet. Is that a large toilet or is that a small toilet? That's a small toilet, apparently. This is a large one. Oh, you mean like the person floating on the ground, or on the sky? It's just like it's because I placed the shop up there. When you place a new shop, it puts the employee in the shop, and then when you unpause the game, the window opens and the employee is standing in there. And since I accidentally put the building on top of the other building, the employee's there, but I moved the building, so the employee's still where they were, but the building has been moved downwards. So once I go back in and once I unpause the game, the employee will go back to where they're supposed to be. Strange bathroom theme. I mean, it's really easy to find. Isn't that, like, important? Like, if you have to use the restroom really bad, you're like, where's the restroom? Oh, it's a giant castle there. It's like, oh, okay, cool. That's a great idea. It's off-center, though. Also, the reason I'm just like theming this entire zoo as Twilight theme, which is like one of the packs you get, which has like for some reason like whimsical, like I don't know, like fantasy-esque housing. It's just like around. Put the large bathroom in the animal cage so the animals can go pee and poo. No, animals use the ground. Except humans, who are also animals. They use toilets. Okay. Let me check the swans again. We have female swans now. There's not very many good ones. That one's not good, but it's not terrible. That one's got bad size, but I don't care about size. That one's not great, but it's not terrible. That one's pretty good. That one's not. And this one's not. That one's not either. Alright, well, I've got some swans. I can start putting the animals in here and checking their, like, desires, so I can start making their enclosures nice. Let me make the windows first. So we're gonna have one window here. One-way glass. That's great. We're gonna have one window along here. Good. And then for the deer, we're gonna have the window like, oh gosh, I don't actually know where the window for the deer is gonna be. I'd planned to do it along its leg here, but I don't think that's gonna be a good place to view. There's nothing to see there. I would need to put it like back in here, but that's where my staff buildings are, and I don't know if I can move these, or if I should move them. I guess I could. Which, I wonder what staff is serving this one. I don't know if have I made work areas in this zoo yet? I don't think so. If I haven't made work zones, oh, my foxes are the most appealing species. If I haven't yet done the staff work zones, I haven't. Okay, cool. So I can move these wherever I want. As long as they're, like, nearby where they were, because that's going to be probably where I needed them to be for some reason or another. Size 5 paths, please. We're going to move this up here, and then we're going to have the viewing angle... Oops, delete that, delete that. Viewing angle is going to be from here along the belly. And it's going to come down here like that. And then I'm going to try and get some way up into that section there. That kind of works, but it causes like a square path that I have no idea why it does that. It does do that sometimes, and it really annoys me, but I don't know why it does that. It serves no purpose for it to be weird like that. Weird's usually an okay thing, but sometimes weird is a little bit difficult to work with. Okay, fine. You win, game. You have a much smaller viewing angle than you would have had previously. There you go. The large... Yeah, no, yeah. What? You gotta go, Ray? Alright. Take care. Thanks for hanging out. Don't do too many push-ups. Okay. Got views everywhere now. Depends on Dragon. Well. Good luck. Okay, I want this window longer. Okay, I think that looks decent. Okay, now I gotta get the, I need to wait until the animals are in there before I start putting down the signposts and stuff. So we got food, information, and bathroom, as well as no power. I see. Okay. Does that have power now? Yes. Oh, but there's no power like right there for some reason. That feels weird. Especially considering I'm gonna have to put something right there. Can I get this building close enough to fix that? Yes, but how close is it gonna... How far can I have it from the path before guests stop? Oh, that's... Boy, guests really don't like that, huh? Oh, I guess it's okay. It's not that bad. If I put, like, some decorations around it, it won't cause as much distress. I don't know why the guests hate it so much, but it is what it is. Okay, that should be enough to make it not touch the path. Yeah, good. You went away for like a minute and thought for a second I was building the path for the animals in the animal cage. Oh no. No. I was making it so that the guests could like walk up and look into the enclosure. I'm not sure this one's necessary though. If the animals are like over here, it's probably not going to be worth seeing. There's not going to be much room there. But it's whatever. Okay, let's see. Swans. Any more swans available for purchase? Yes. That's not a bad one, actually. That one's pretty good, too. Imagine having all your employees quit. Yeah, I mean, like, I could just hire new ones. It's probably fine. I got 144 grand. That's a pretty high amount in this game. Like, I'm not struggling for money right now. This zoo has been pretty successful the whole time I've made it. People really like the novelty of animal-shaped enclosures, I guess. I'm pretty proud of this, actually. Turns out, like, I keep looking at it, I'm like, that's pretty good. I like this. It's really silly. Success is bad. Okay, let's see. Now that I've got my animals, I gotta put them in there. Oh, I was gonna do a moose enclosure today, wasn't I? I just completely blanked on that. Went for boars, deers, and swans. Okay, go ahead and get the boars in there. Only 4. 4 boars? I think I needed 9. Is it 1 male and 8 females, I think? Should probably double check just to be sure. Boar. The wild boar. Oh no, it's 1 in 29. Ooh. Well, gee willikers. You're a greedy hog. With your freaking harem over here. You thought for a sec moose was mouse. Yeah, I can see that being confusing if you like it's spelled very similarly. Very easy to accidentally misread. And I guess if I speak about things, I frequently mispronounce them. So moose would be one way I'd like moose house. Like a house and a mouse. It's not an uncommon way to like speak. To intentionally mess up a way of saying something. Why am I so tired? I suddenly got hit by a wave of tiredness. Like, what happened? What in the world? I'm just, like, relaxing. Okay, so that's fine. This is good. People are using it. Great. That's good. Once the boars get done in their quarantine, I'll send them into their enclosures. I'm not paused, so they're gonna get there pretty quick. I need to get deer in there as well. How many deer do I even have? I should probably check, just to make sure I have enough. 1 red deer here. I definitely have more. Yep, there they are. Is that the one that's 9? I think that one might be the one that's 9. Send to zoo. Double check the red deer. I need more females. Red deer. Yeah. That one's 9. Wow, that's a pretty good deer. Oh, it's pretty old though. That might be why it's been put up for... Well, actually, it's not. I guess it's not that old. Yep. I have 3 already, so that's 5. It's gonna stay 5 because I can't be bothered. 2 more deer. In ya go. Oh, I can't put any in there. I guess it's full right now. That makes sense. There's a lot of animals in there. Yeah, the boars all done. Boars are all done. To get all of them and move them to their new enclosure. How big is this enclosure? 3,000? Not bad. Why is mouse and computer mouse spelled mouse the same? Computer mouse is named after the animal. Mouse mouse is named after computer mouse. Yeah, I guess so. Wild. You would have thought that mice came first. Yeah, like, you know, multiple mouses as mice. Or multiple mouse are mice, I suppose is the correct grammar for that. Okay, how are you? Oh, you just lay down immediately, huh? Didn't even want to like adventure around, look at your place to live, huh? This isn't your enclosure. This is the deer enclosure, you know. Okay. Well, what would you like in your enclosure, young pig? Hard shelter. I hate that. Well, Cracker Jacks. Hard shelter's a pain in the butt. Give me shelter. I'm not going to go out of my way to make shelter. I don't enjoy doing it very much. Wow. Look at that. Just a big old habitat for bears. That's not true exactly. I do like making them, but I just prefer to put them down and have them, like, exist without me spending like 20 minutes making it, if that makes sense. I prefer to like focus on other things in the game than building each individual like hard shelter for the animals. Although I guess it's a big part of the game, so I probably should just, you know, encourage myself to do some such. Do I want, like, I guess I could put it like right here. It's kind of small, but it might work. I imagine the other ones will also need hard shelters. I'm gonna have multiples in here. I'm also going to move that down a bit. There you go. What would I wish for if I had 2 wishes? Something really boring, like world peace and nobody starves to death, something like that. Finally built a house for myself. Yeah. Not very exciting wishes, but it's probably what I'd go for. Just normal ones that are genuinely just a good thing to try wishing for, I suppose. End world hunger, yeah. Nobody starves to death. Well, I mean, I guess I phrased it wrong. Well, no, because no, I guess... Yeah, I guess ending world hunger is... Well, I don't know, because ending world hunger is very possible to do right now. We just don't because of greed. So I think that's one we could do on our own in the future. I don't think that's worthy of a wish for something that could be done, but it hasn't been. To not starve to death, I think is probably better, because then you could be hungry, but you won't die from it, which wouldn't be a good thing, but it would give you more time to find food, I guess. I don't know, but ending world hunger is kind of the idea behind that wish, I suppose, but I prefer it to be different since we have the means to end world hunger at any moment and we just choose not to. I say we as if I have any say over it, but I mean we as a collective human race. But I'm the moon, so it's different. Do I want to keep them all having the same type of shelter in here? It wouldn't be a bad one. Like I said, it's a decent enough shelter. It's kind of dull. And this one's like too... This one has like made like rusty metal. Yeah, I appreciate your joking, but let's not let's not go a bit too aggressive in that sort of joke. But yeah, it's a tricky situation, because there should be a lot more people actively trying to find a solution to such a simple problem to solve, but they're focusing on irrelevant things that benefit nobody but themselves. I'm being intentionally vague here. And it's very disappointing. These are such small shelters. Like, they work just fine as shelters, but they feel too small. This is enormous. Like, the Planet Zoo shelters are okay too, but again, they just feel a bit dull for, like, the animals. I like the wooden log shelters are kind of nice just aesthetically because they're made of, like, logs, which I kind of like, but the ones with the metal roofs I don't really enjoy very much. But these ones are always, like, too small or not the right angles. I usually have to make my own because I don't like the way they look. Like, I don't like this shelter at all. Meh. Those are my houses. Well, they're somebody's houses. Somebody will definitely live in them, I'm sure. It's not me, it'll be something, somebody, some creature. A creatura. There you go. Me? Alright, fine, I'll live in it, I don't care. I've lived worse. Okay, I'm gonna try and line this up against the back wall here. Like that. And dupe it and move it. I might not do that, actually. I might go in and edit it to duplicate everything. Oops, not like that. That's an accident. Duplicate all of these pieces. And then have a dupe advanced move. Like that. Okay, and that'll be a really long shelter for the deer. Shore up that a bit. Scooch this one over to get that a little bit better. There, now the deer have a place to sleep as well. The squeeze for the moon, yeah. I could manage. Might ruin a continent or, you know, two, but it would work. It could fit in there. Okay, so that's all set up now. That should be enough shelter for at least the animals that are in here now. So I'm gonna have to wait until the swans arrive before I can check their status. I wish it wasn't nighttime right now. I might unpause just to make it so it progresses to daytime. I can actually see what's going on. They need soil. Man, that means I have to put in heaters. I was hoping to avoid heaters because they cost money. Okay, put a heater, like, right in front of... Or no, let's put it in. Right there. Right in the middle. Bonk. Log has a small for me. Yeah, I can't imagine... I would need a house, like... the size of, like, half of the Earth. Like, it wouldn't be, you know... feasible, I suppose. Bigger? I don't think it'd need to be that much bigger. How big is the moon? The moon's like 1/3 the size of Earth or something like that, right? I could, as long as I have a place to, like, you know, sleep, it's probably fine. What was I doing again? Oh, right. I was looking at the piggies to check what else they needed. They need heat. I think the deer need a lot of heat too, for whatever reason. So I'm probably gonna just, like, heat up the entire deer enclosure. I want to put some water in, like, there Or maybe over here for drinking. And then the swans need a lot of water to swim in, so... The distance between is not the scale, obviously. Oh, it's Moon's much smaller than I thought it was. Yeah, like half the planet, maybe a third of the planet would be like a good house size for just a place to sleep, like one of those like those capsule hotels where you just go in and you have like a little shelf and you can like kind of just barely fit in there and you can close a little window, you know, like one of those. But significantly larger than I thought it was. Oops, that's the wrong button. Whoops, sorry about that. I was on the wrong window when I clicked just then. Okay. So that's fine. I've got some heaters going in terrain. I want to push down gently around. Oh, a little bit smaller than that would be good. Right here for some water. That's maybe not deep enough, but we'll see here. Ooh. Yeah, not deep enough. Okay, go ahead and just push through the middle there. Yeah. A little bit more right there. There you go. English or Spanish? English or Spanish what? But yes, no, if you wanna, if you're intending to speak in chat, kindly speak English so that I know what you're saying. I do not speak any other language, and therefore I would rather them not be spoken in chat, where possible. I'm unfair like that. Moose versus gay? Me? I'm like half gay, but definitely not an appropriate thing to say. Although I don't know if it's a, I don't know. I don't know if it's an appropriate thing to say. It's definitely not appropriate, but I don't know if it's a thing worth deleting. It didn't seem like there's a whole lot of negative implication to it, but I suppose I'll leave it up to your discretion. I need to be deep enough for the swans to swim, which is a problem. I don't know how deep the water needs to be to swim. I guess it will update so I can actually find out. If I unpause. How much swimming space is there here? 385. It's not... Does that count? I don't know. 500 kilometers. You don't enjoy gay being used as a pejorative? Yeah, alright. I understand, and I'm okay with that being your reasoning for that removal in that case. I need to lower the heat on these. They don't need to be this hot. That's size. Heat, please. If there's a chat you modded for, that would be a timeout instantly. Dragon's nicer than you. I like to think that if there's no ill intention behind it, it's not worth a timeout exactly. Because it could legitimately be a mistake, or a, you know... If it's clearly meant to be a negative, which I guess in that situation it would have been, but... then maybe... It's a difficult situation, and again, like I said, I'll leave it up to Dragon's discretion. I'm not a big fan of people using gay in a negative fashion either, but I didn't sense that that was really the intention behind that. But this is a place where you're meant to be accepting and kind to everybody, and if it makes people uncomfortable, kindly refrain from it in the future. I don't know if this is deep enough to swim in. I don't think it is. I remember it needed to be quite deep, but swans aren't huge, so that might be deep enough for swans to swim in. Okay, if I move that to there, move this to here, is that better? Maybe. Okay. That should be enough. How are the deer looking? Are they doing okay? Forgot to put more in the quarantine zone. I guess I can probably put all the swans in too. Ooh, did that thing because I pressed the button. I don't remember what button it is, but one of the buttons you press and it'll cancel your command and then open up a window again. Happens every single time I try to move around with the animal selected. Okay. Okay, move the deer in, and then I can check their needs and compare them to the boars. The boars want, like, more, like, mud and stuff. So I was gonna do it for the, this enclosure, but it might be worth trying to do it for both of them. I'll put it over here, too. Little warm spot for them. Of course, I need to go back in and grab that. Exit the editing, put it here. I wish I wouldn't edit to put it down, but I guess it's fine. Anyway, in that specific situation, I would have just given a talking to, rather than a removal, but that is fine with me, regardless. The message was conveyed. Animal trading. What do I need more of right now? I need plants. I need taiga plants specifically. It doesn't really matter the continent. I think everything is taiga. They share biomes, right? So probably it'll be fine. I need to put food and stuff. I guess I can put the enrichment in, if nothing else, for now. That'll give me an opportunity to keep on building while I'm waiting for the deer to be delivered, so I can check out their nonsense. Give me some small leaf bedding. I hope that's enough space for them all. They're kind of big, and there's going to be a lot of them in there, so... difficult to tell for sure. Large barrel feeder. Forage box? I'd like to put it like right there where the feeder is. Oh, I'm still editing the shelter. Whoops. Just grab all that stuff and remove, please. No. No, hold on. So these two are still part of the house for some reason. No? Which ones are part of the house? This thing. Just this? There you go. Okay, now can I move this, please? Thank you. And then we'll go back into habitat, and where is this? I want to get forage box. I need to move fruit spike. Scott's Pine Scratching Tree. I don't know how much stuff the boars need for enrichment. I imagine quite a bit. Pigs are quite playful, so I'm assuming boars are similar. Chimes, ooh. Okay, how are you on enrichment now? You could use a little bit more food enrichment. Do I even have the means for that? I could put more fruit spikes down. I don't really think... Oh, mud bath would be kind of fun. Put it back here, but it's not really any room. Darn. Too close. Too little area. Let's get another fruit spike tree. That'll be good for now. They've got places to sleep. They don't have enough shelter, strangely. Is that sharing with deer? No, it's not. How strange. Deer need a lot more shelter than I thought they would. Oh, hello. That's hovering for some reason. Why is that hovering? All the terrain should be generally the same height. How peculiar. And this is all shelter, right? Yeah, it counts as shelter. It's strange that they need so much. I mean, I know deer I had a hard time with before. They need a lot more shelter than it seemed like they should do. Okay. Then... what should I do with that? I guess I can make, these. Grab these. And... duplicate them all. And move them up to there. Then they're going to be, for some reason, just really in the wrong place. Somehow. Why has this happened? Do I need to, like, zip them around like that? No, that's just gonna be the wrong spot. That's weird. How odd. Okay, well... what if I go back and grab these two? Alright, come on now. Stop being a nuisance. There you go. This one doesn't want to clone quite as easily, unfortunately. If I put it here, it might make it less... I mean, it's not really... it's a little bit better, but it's not like how I'd like it to be. Okay, can I shift it down slightly? Just doesn't quite line up. I mean, that's better, but just not quite as good as I need it to be. If I go back in and pull it up like that, that looks a bit better. Okay. Then I need to get... oh, gosh. I guess... some amount of verticality here. Many tickets, guest price, whatever. Words. Words and things. There you go. Good. It doesn't quite match up the way I want it to, but I guess it's okay. Go ahead and grab this, duplicate that, put it like there. Oh, of course it's not lined up correctly. I'll have to just do it manually and hope I can line it up better. Because I didn't think beforehand. Do I want that to be like that? I guess I want it to like line up here, I think. And then wherever else it wants to go is fine by me. Like there, I guess? You gotta go? Alright, take care. Thanks for hanging out. A little bit more. A bit less. That's about right. Scooch it down. Okay. Now, if I get that duplicate advanced move over to here, I think that should just line up correctly. It's not going to give me a hard time, is it? Oh, it is kind of. Needs to be down a bit. Ugh. Down a bit. That one's fine. How dare you poop in the middle of my camera while I'm adjusting things. Outrageous. Okay, how's that for hard shelter? Does that count? I need to know. Maybe, possibly. Does that count as shelter? Yeah. Is it enough shelter? It is enough. How about you? You have enough shelter as well. Add some more of these things for the deer, I guess. I might, add in some more, like, floor panel over here. Well, no. That's fine. Okay, how's the swans looking? Everything's fine. These are hungry. Why are they hungry? I didn't realize. Whoops. Why are you hungry? Is it just because nobody's feeding you, or is it because you, like, are legitimately having a hard time here? I guess I could get more... I need to, like, start assigning keepers, I think. Finally. Like, this is a fairly small zoo, all things considered, but I think it'd be a good idea to maybe go out of my way to, get the work zones on the go. Maybe. Yeah. It's just gonna take a little bit of extra time. Let's see. So where's the entrance to this enclosure? It's down here, isn't it? Right there. Okay, so that's how they get in there. Where's the nearest staff zone for that? I need to make sure the keeper hut is nearby, and so is the staff room. Because each location needs to have, like, each like set of 2 enclosures. I want to have 1 work zone. I'd planned this ahead of time, but I don't know how well I've, like, actually stuck to that plan. Let's see. So this is a staff room, I think. This is a staff room. This is a staff room. And this is a staff room. So this staff room, and that must be, one of these is a keeper hut for sure. Those can, like, take over to this, I guess. These 2. And then I can get a staff room, like, right here, and I can take over these 2. If I get this staff from here, I can take over these 2. I'll just do that one now, because I'm confident in that one. I'll get it eventually. Okay. Is that a staff room too? Oh, is that it? That is a staff room. Oh, geez. Okay, well, what am I doing with that? Maybe... Okay, so this is going to be work zone... let's rename it. This is, Wizened... Oops, with a capital I. Wizened Wolf. just so that it's easier to identify them. I'm going to do that. New work zone, please. This will be skunk and beaver. Goodness. I don't think that's the beaver talking point. Where is the beaver talking point? Where's the... Oh, that's the wolves. This must be the beaver talking point. It's the fox, rather. Okay, that'll be that. I'm going to put this one along with it, as long as that ATM. So this will be... skunk. Beaver. And then new work zone is all of this, which is a lot, but it is what it is. Will be... Is that a staff zone? What is that? What is that building? That looks like it might be a staff room. I can't quite see the sign with this on. I don't know why I have it on right now. I can just take it off. That's a staff room. So I need to move that. Or maybe I need to put a keeper hut there. And like leave the keeper hut that is here just lying around. If I leave these to just do whatever wherever and not put them to a work zone, that's probably going to be a better idea. Whereas like these ones, these two can go to that one. So where's my keeper hut then? That one. I can move that to here. Like that. And then go back to the work zones. This one. That will be the Wolverine and Fox. Methinks. Which will cover all of this as well. But not the entrance. Entrance can cover itself. Okay. Type correctly, maybe it'll work out better. Okay, and then here, we'll take that, this, and this. Oops, not that. And that. Looking good, okay. So that enclosure alone is going to be itself. That'll be Cac and Crane. Then we have another work zone here, which I don't think I've put down anything for yet. Okay, cool. So give me these two buildings. I can't do that. Okay, give me one building each, and I'll move them over here. Just put them, like, off the sides of the paths here for fun. There you go. And those in the staff paths, maybe, just to make sure nobody walks up them, because I know how guests like to walk up paths they don't belong. And then we can designate just that, this whole enclosure here. That's just 3 enclosures, so it's actually going to be a lot more difficult for them to manage, but I think 1 or 2 should be enough. I'd have to assign them after this too, so that's something I gotta make sure to remember to do immediately. Actually, I'm gonna wait for this because I haven't put all the signs and stuff in yet. Okay, so I can probably unpause and let things continue to do whatever. How... Did I already tell you to move, everybody? I don't think I did. So, unselect and reselect. All swans, go here, please. They're all getting unhappy, so I need to hurry that up. Okay, so the deer... what do you like? You like the hanging feeder. Scarecrow feeder. Oh, that's fun. Grab ball. Grazing ball feeder. They don't need anywhere near this much, but I want to make sure that all animals have a decent amount of stuff to themselves. I'll give you a rubbing pillar too for fun. I can't fit it anywhere, but it sure would be fun if I could. Right there's fine. I need a food dish too, actually, thinking about it. So one food dish, like, right here, I guess, is fine. I probably need more than this. But for now, well, actually, I'll put a second one down for fun. Okay. And they have clean water. Good. So swans are next, right? Yeah. How much? I should probably check the height on swans. I don't know if they... I mean, like, it doesn't matter, obviously. Like, they can fly out if they feel like it, but I should probably check just to be sure. Okay, so swans... You need... more... Oh, no, you have plenty of water. Oh, no, you need a lot more water, because that's not going to last. Like, for now, it's fine, but... it will quickly run out. I can make this water more, I guess. It's not very much there to begin with, so I might just do that. Because there's a lot of room here to work with, whereas in other areas there's not. So push down the terrain here, make me some more swimming locations for the swans. That's not very much water. I thought there'd be a lot more than that. And do that. Push down the leggy. There you go. That's a lot of water. That's perfect. Just a great amount of water for those ducks. Those large, violent ducks. There you go. Okay, it's not going to be enough, but I need to wait for the other ones to populate before I adjust it. So the swans need more soil and less... Oh, sorry, less soil and more grass. So I can probably just do that now. So short grass, just like all around here, I guess. Seems like a nice change. The lies about ducks continue. I'm sorry. I'll try to do better in the future. I sure do wish I could see right now. It's far too, like, dark. I can't even tell that I'm painting grass right now. I need so much grass. Wow. I'm gonna have to, like, heat up this entire area. I was hoping that I wouldn't have to, but... the game keeps lying to me about, like, the temperature that animals are comfortable living in. So I have to keep on raising the temperature around the areas. Like, oh yes, they love living in taiga. It's their favorite place to live. Oh, but actually they really love temperate forests. And so they really want it to be kind of warm everywhere for most of the year, actually. So if you don't mind, yeah, that'd be swell. Why? A Japanese macaque is unhappy. They're hungry. Why is everybody hungry here? Is it because I assigned them to a work zone but didn't assign any staff to the work zones? I guess that probably is it. I'm going to sit here and assign everybody to a work zone now. It's the least favorite part of, like, doing the work zones. Wow, look at all this trash. There's trash cans everywhere. What are you doing? These count as trash cans, right? Yeah, they do. Why are you throwing trash on the ground? There's so many trash cans everywhere. Okay, there's a lot more staff coming in. I didn't train any of them yet. Like, that's probably part of the reason they're not doing great. Oh, goodness. I haven't been doing research either. I forgot that was something I needed to bother doing. Crap. Give me another vet. I don't know if I have it at a vet clinic or not. I guess it wouldn't hurt to get a second one up if it lets me. Just way out here somewhere. Just a place that can be used. There you go. Alright. I don't know if surgery is what I needed exactly, but it'll do. Give me research, please. Research the swan, I suppose. That'll be fine. Enjoy. Okay, now get into the nitty-gritty of work zones, please. No, staff. So, I don't care about the vets, they can go wherever they want. The keepers, I'm gonna need one in Fox Wolverine, one in Macaque Crane, one Skunk Beaver, Wizened Wolf, and Work Zone 5 hasn't been designated yet. Should I get 2 for each zone? Maybe. I'll see how it goes with 1, and then I'll leave these ones off duty for whatever they want. Educators, I'm 1 educator for each zone. So I'm gonna have to get more educators. They're pretty expensive, but it is what it is. Okay. That'll be fine for now. I don't really like the heaters purely because of like this thing where like there's a lot of snow here and here, but like and there and there. I like the terrain to kind of be one sort of general appearance that I can like work with versus like the multiples that it keeps giving me because of the reasons. I know that the boars need more dirt. Where is everything? Oh, it's over here now, because I forgot they got put away. Okay, what does your environment tell you? You are fine with the terrain how it is. You would like more long grass and more short grass if possible. You don't like long grass at all. You like short grass, and you don't like soil. I'm pretty sure the boars really like soil. Okay. Oh, they're fine with whatever they got. They can't have too much... Okay, so I think we've got like a pretty decent spread of everything. Everybody's technically happy with what they have, so I think I'm not going to touch it right now. This one's not. This needs a little bit less soil, so I need to put a little bit more grass. But I can't get a bit too much more than there is now. Maybe a little bit of long grass, like back here. Just get rid of some of that soil. There you go, okay. Is that good now? He looks good. That's the wrong one. Yeah, okay, good. We're good. Hard shelter is still lacking. Annoyingly. I don't know what to do about that exactly. Not much to be done about it at the moment. But I'm gonna need more soon because... obviously I will. I may move that barrel feeder to there and then grab... not that. I know, disease risk, I know. Grab that. And just move it over, please. Why can't I dupe you? Oh, because you're not a grid thing. Okay. Now you're a grid thing. You were. Okay, give me that. Give me this. Oh, why can't I grab you? What's going on here? Grab that, grab that. What the hell is happening? Grab this and this, please. Alright, you know what? Fine. I don't care. Apparently they're 2 different buildings or something. I have no idea. I'll just do it manually. Ah, goodness. Goodness gracious. Duplicate advanced move over this way. Go in. Go Go inside, is what I was about to say. Is there a block right there that I'm missing? No. Game. Okay, move these over to here. Somehow. I should have advanced moved. This is the worst part about having to edit the existing buildings. It's trying to match the aesthetic that they've gone for. Duplicate advanced move, please. I pressed the wrong button. There you go. That'll give me a little bit more space to work with. Maybe that'll be enough shelter now. I'm definitely going to need more shelter later. I don't know why these animals need so much shelter, but they do. Okay, give me a pause, because I think I need to take care of everything. Coming up on 2.5. I might go for 3. I'm tired and I got errands, but 3 hours is probably fine. Thank you for the heads up. I appreciate it. Hungry boars. Feed. Feed boars. Feed little piggies. They hungry. Okay. What do I want here? Nothing there. What am I looking for? I don't know. I'm looking for construction? No, facilities was right. Facilities and this. I want to look at this. I want the education boards. People have been looking at these pigs without their educations for too long. These piggies and these deer. These are the deer enclosure. I keep forgetting. Deer enclosure's there, pig enclosure's over here, which doesn't really mean anything. People can look at the animals whenever, wherever. But, yeah. If they go to the right location, they'll get education on them. Okay, and put this there. Talking point in the wall, of course. Where else would it go? This will be a talking point linked to here. Confirm for swans. 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 Okay, and this will be piggies. This will be the wild boars. I don't know why I keep calling them pigs. They're wild boars. They're similar, but different. Like many things. And this can be the talking point for them. Wild boars. Seating there, confirm. And this will be the red deer. And I want to have the education sit-in spot right there. It's kind of weirdly spaced. I don't love it sitting there, but I don't really have that many places it could be otherwise. I guess I could set it like right there, maybe. That might look better. Can you go here? Yeah, you can go there. That's better. No, not a person. There. Okay, now that should be fine. That's going to be red deer. Make sure that's linked. It sure is. Good, okay. I don't know what I'm going to put in here. Maybe just some trees or something. Haven't really decided. Education, probably. Facilities. Give me some of these speakers. Right there. Right here. And right there. And then I'm going to need some donation buckets, which I don't know why are not here. There they are. Donation buckets on the either side, I guess. Like near-ish by. Maybe next to the talking point, too, just to be, you know, clear that we need donations to keep the zoo running. Good. I'm not going to put the signpost down to stop them feeding the animals. I don't think that's usually an issue, until it is, I guess. So I will make an effort to put it down if it becomes a problem. But only if. Otherwise, it's just sort of a bright sign. A bright, ugly sign. I say ugly. It's actually quite a cute sign, but I don't want it in unnecessary locations. I don't know what to do with these. I haven't really thought about it. Amphibian extinction crisis, because there's water there. Domestication makes sense for swans. Kind of. Not really. Ecological restoration. Then for deer, I want deforestation. And climate change. Okay, now I gotta go in and actually put trees and stuff down, now that I've got all those set up. I can also actually go in and make the, toy enrichment, please. Make the, whatchamacallums going good. Ooh, a little water pool. I don't know why we have that. That seems very strange to just have, when I can just give them a place to hang out. It already has water. I might get rid of that wall. See if I have enough room for stuff now. Yeah, a little bit. Feels like a weird thing to just put there, but I'm gonna put it there anyway. A water jet for fun. Can I put it, like, in the pool? No. Boo. Put it there. Okay. And then little slow feeder thingy. I guess just like, I didn't leave any room for them because this is the only place the swans have to swim, really. So I might just put it over here with the deer. Even though it's kind of against what I had intended initially. Wait, they like fruit spike trees, so at least they have those. I would like to give them the forage pool. Maybe I could fit that. Nah, it's way too big. If I was to grab this and scoot it back, and then, of course, move this as well. One over here, too. Then maybe I could delete this. And put down this instead. No. Okay. That's fine then. Whatever. That's okay. Make sure they're happy at least before I say that's finished. Unpause. Yeah, it looks alright. Yeah, they don't need any more of that. Are you happy? You are happy. What about the boars? They are also happy. Great. Now I need to get some coverage. It doesn't really matter what kind. You like taiga. You like taiga. And you like temperate. That's annoying. That's really annoying. It said you were a taiga creature. You freaking butthead. Okay, well I'll put the taiga stuff down first, then I'll go with the temperate after that. Okay, I know that the swans don't care for most of these, but I think it's coming up fine and good. Want a giant red cedar? It's pretty big. Just put it right in the swan's face. Some of these. It's kind of nice. I like these. dog rose bushes. Pretty good. Some flowering ones. Animal escaped. I don't know how. How did you escape? How did you escape? I don't exactly understand. Was that 2 animals escaping? No, just 1. How did that deer get out? It obviously leapt from somewhere over here, but how? I guess I need to put it back in and then... I guess I gotta put it back in and then check to see where it jumped from. Because I have no idea. Taking a long time to get that deer. It's not hurting anybody, at least. Oh, yeah, I know. I'm working on it. Who's to say that this is an escaped animal? This might just be a deer that wandered in off the street. Think deers can't live in the Antarctic? What's the matter with you, huh? Oh, there it goes. Oh, look at that. Look at how much... Look how dangerous that is for the animal. You made me do that, game. Falling downstairs is dangerous enough when you're awake. Imagine just getting, like, tranquilized. Okay, let me freaking figure out how you got out now. Okay, but how? Like, I can appreciate that that's how you got out, or where you got out at, but how did you get out there? Did you jump, like, 6 feet up in the air to jump over that barrier to get to that? Is that... Or is the game, like, making up the numbers wrong, and the boundary requirement isn't actually 5 feet, it's like 5 feet up and then down? Because this is, like, not that, right? It does sound like something a deer would do. Yeah, but I mean, like, this is 6 feet tall, so obviously it means 4-foot barrier, which means the deer can jump 8 feet, so it means that it can jump 6 and then 2. So it shouldn't be able to reach that still, but that's clearly what it means when it says that. So... I guess I'm going to adjust this and this a bit in the hopes that perhaps it won't be able to jump over in the future. Give it a little bit of distance, let it figure itself out. Click on the deer, click on the little deer, please. No, no, no. Stop moving so I can check to see if you're about to escape again. The game does not want me to do things today. Okay, it can still get out somehow. Is it possible to move that over more? Not really. Where's it getting out at? It must be at this corner. I hate to, like, ruin my lovely art by... Yeah, you know what? Just put it back. Put it back the way it was. Just gonna move this over to here instead. After all, like, I didn't like it being here, but if the game's gonna make the deer jump out of the enclosure for some reason, I think I'm just gonna put it back over here. That's fine. There. Now the deer can't do it again. I hope. Okay, yeah, you can't get out anywhere now, right? Yes. Good. Perfect. Okay. So, back to here, so I can keep on looking at the plants and stuff that everybody wants. Okay, you don't actually like these plants for whatever reason. That's okay. It's kind of like a balancing act. Like, I have to just be okay, not like with them not having the right plants. They want more coverage than this, apparently. That's fine. I'm more than happy to give more coverage. Give them some Campion moss? Campion moss. Caribou moss. Ooh, big patch. I like these large trees. I think they look nice. I'm going to put one there and like maybe one over here in the ear. Okay. What else do I want? I don't want ivy. It's too much of a pain to place. I like the way it looks, but it's a nightmare to put it down. A manzanita. A smaller manzanita. A smaller manzanita. Okay, that's like decent coverage, all things considered. I could put some in the leg here, because it's kind of... Monkey puzzle tree. What is that supposed to mean? Is it difficult for monkeys to climb this tree? Why is it called that? That feels like there's a story behind that. That's too low. It's clipping through the terrain. I guess the monkey puzzle is how can they stand it when it clips through the terrain so bad? Okay. That's probably enough plants for the area. I would like to get a couple of rocks down. Not a ton, just some. Because they're kind of plain without some variety to the terrain. Can I get a line to surface, please? Not really. Well, that one's not bad, I guess. Well, actually, I don't want to put it that close to the wall. That feels like it's asking for trouble. Give me a random rotation instead. Random rotation can be pretty nice. That's probably going to let the deer get out. I know it. I'm just waiting. Okay. Adds a bit of variety to the enclosure. I think that'll be all good for all the animals in this enclosure, right? 94%. They don't like a lot of the types of trees I've done, but that's okay. As long as it's above 90, I'm okay with it. Yeah, they're all happy. Good. And we have feeders for you? No, we don't. I forgot about that. Okay, so we need feeders for swans. Be quite a few of them, and I can't put it anywhere, of course. Why would I be able to? That's crazy. Crazy to think I'd be able to put it down anywhere in this entire area. Okay, then swans are going to eat over here, I guess, with the deer, because this is the only big free open space I have. It's okay. Alright. It is kind of a shame, like I've said before, to fill my enclosures with stuff, and I can't see the shapes very well anymore. So you can still see the swan and kind of see the deer, but you can't even tell this is a pig anymore. Not really. I mean, I guess in context you could probably figure it out. Be like, oh, that's a strange shape to be there, but it's like, oh, of course, that's what that is. But, ugh, lag. One swan. It really likes to chug when I go over that spot for some reason. Okay, how's my animal trading doing? How many more do I have in here? Did I have any swans or anything? No. Okay, good. That means everything I would have had in there is in there. And now I need to set up the Zoo Work Zone 5 to be that building there, I guess? What did I have that one designated to? Nothing, I guess. It'll be this one. That one there, this here, and this here. I need ATMs down, I think, don't I? Yes, I do. Okay, let's get some ATMs. We have our shops and our bathrooms that I had planned. Yes, good. Nothing here. I might put something here at some point. I don't know what, though. I haven't decided. Get some ATMs, though. There's ATMs there. I'll put one here. I'll put one here. And then I'll put two here. And I think... like one there and one there. And then I can go back into the work zones, edit, work zone 5, and just get everything that I didn't previously select. I just placed down. Rename this work zone to deer, boar, swan. Not a very exciting name, but gets the point across. So now we have one staff member to each of the, one keeper to each of them. I need to get educators to each of them. Okay, and of course mechanics can go wherever they're needed. Same with security guards, I suppose. Caretakers go to the locations that are designated. Okay, and the rest can just wander. Train everybody, please. That seems like a good thing to do. And maybe I should make an effort to decide which creatures to get next. How you doing? Wandering all over the place. You guys are really big. That wall would not hold you if you wanted to get out. I think you might know that, secretly. Based on how you're looking ominously through the glass. I feel like I would, not be willing to stand next to this, if I'm honest. These look like very flimsy walls for such a large creature to be behind. How are my wolves doing? I haven't checked in on them in a while. Actually, I haven't checked on any of my animals in a while. Anybody fighting? Anybody tearing their throats out? No, they're fine. Oh, we got puppies. Oh, good job. It's a good howl. Just wander outside to wander back in? What's going on, huh? Okay. I haven't looked at my beavers in a long time. Have they been populating? Is that how beavers swim? They don't use their front paws? Nope. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Strange. I guess maybe they're not webbed. Okay, we have beavers. Are they all... Have they been breeding? I don't know if they have. I guess they must have been. Yeah, there's two baby beavers. I guess one of the ones I was looking at was a baby. Foxes have definitely breeded. I've had to remove some of them from the pens. There's still a lot in there, geez. Are they okay with their enclosure being as small as it is for that many foxes? No. No, they're not. Oh, wow, the lag. Beavers use their front paws to hold something not for swimming. Okay, yeah, okay, I guess that makes sense. Suppose otters are similar in that fashion, right? Every day you learn something new, yeah. Usually somebody comes in to share some animal facts here and there. Your enrichment's too low too. Aw. I'm gonna have to get rid of some of these, because there's too many of them. Ah, you did a little weird jump snow thing into the grassy terrain. It was still cute, even if it was, even if it wasn't quite right. Your animal fact was that ducks are always innocent. Oh yes, of course. Sorry, I had forgotten. That's important. That's an important fact. Most people don't know that, turns out. I didn't know it. Now that I do, I can spread that information as well. Okay, I'm going to get... This is, I don't know, what is super laggy right around here? I'm going to have to get rid of some of these foxes, but I don't know which ones. I guess... like these 3, maybe? Maybe that one too, I guess. Just release them to the wild. I just need that to, like, be a bit less full of foxes. Yeah, sell the word. Sorry, dragon. I won't say anything. Anatidophobia is the fear that a duck is watching you. I have heard of that. It's very funny that that's a specific thing. Is that actually what it's called? Because I've heard something, either that or something incredibly similar. It's from a Gary Larson comic. Is it? Who's Gary Larson? I don't know if I know that. I think I recognize it. Who's Gary Larson? What do they write? Far Side. Oh, I'm aware of Far Side, but I never read it. Ooh, you just leap that wall? Why are you hanging out over here? Facility having an effect on guests. What? Oh, boo-hoo. We have to treat the animals' water supply so they don't have bad sicknesses or whatever. I don't... Fine, put some trees around it. Freaking babies over here. Oh, I don't like to know that the staff exist. Where's my theme park zoo where everybody wears costumes and doesn't address each other or whatever? I don't have anything to say about that, honestly. That was about the extent of my complaint. Okay, are you done being bothered by that yet? No. I can't imagine going, like, I've had this exact, like, frustrating statement before. I cannot imagine going to, like, a zoo or, like, an amusement park or something and being, like, angry that I see a staff building. Like, what do you mean? How could you possibly be upset about this? People need to work here. There's buildings that make the place function. What do you mean you don't want to see them? It's hardly an issue. You're making a mountain out of a grain of sand. Like, what? I don't get it. There. Now it doesn't even, it barely touches the path. Don't walk right there and you're fine. He's also the reason that why the spike arrangement on the tail of Stegosaurus is now called a thagomizer. Is that true? That's fantastic. I'm expecting people to use logic. Yeah. Even people in real life don't always use logic. Yeah. Yeah. I'm still like as simple as this building is, I'm still proud that I made this building. Like, I really like this building. It's very, like, simple, but like, I like this building. I think it very much, it's, like, very thematic. Like, it's not particularly exciting or interesting, but, like, it is just a building where you would have some stuff. Like, there's nothing, like, I don't know how else to say that. Like, I just, every time I see this building, I'm like, I like this building. The first ever Planet Zoo stream I did, I just spent like 30 minutes making that building. I just have been using it ever since. Who broke my ATMs? Oh, just wear and tear, probably. What about, Ooh, wow, that was cold. I sucked in so much air that I kind of hurt my teeth. They're sensitive to cold. I'm trying to find, where vandalism's at. I can't remember. Is it Zoo Overview? Yeah, there it is. Crime. They were vandalized. I knew it. Gonna have to turn this into a police state. 2 things have been vandalized, so now we have to have cameras everywhere. You'll never escape my sight, vandal. Better not make out on any of these benches. We'll be watching. No romantic zoo trips for you. I don't know if that's it. Do people go on dates to the zoo? I imagine they must. That would make sense. Go on a date anywhere, really. I suppose if you didn't like animals, it wouldn't be a very good date, though. Well, if you didn't like animals, why would you bother? Well. There you go. What is happening here? What is happening here? What is happening here? Why is there a bridge here? Oh, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna put one here. Then another one here, because there's a lot of people gathering here, so it's a good spot for pickpockets. Another one there. There's a lot of money. This is gonna be so expensive to maintain. I think the reason I've been avoiding putting these down is the same reason I've been avoiding putting heaters down, is they're just really expensive to maintain over, like, long periods of time. But, alas, sometimes they are necessary to prevent vandalism and thievery. It's like when, like, stores put up, like, fake cameras just to, like, sort of dissuade people from trying to steal or whatever. But they don't actually work. But a lot of people don't know that. What's getting thieved? Wallets? From people? I'm pocketing the animals? I hope not. It'd be a bit rough. Kangaroo in a shopping bag style. Is that... Well, I guess... Yeah, I guess you can do. I mean, it's like, that's how they transport joeys, isn't it? Not shopping bags as such, but like canvas bags. Yeah? Yeah. I guess a canvas bag can be a shopping bag now. When I think of shopping bag, I think of like the plastic bags, but I guess those are like banned in a lot of places now, so... Which is great. I'm very glad to hear that. But still, when I think of a shopping bag, I think of a plastic bag. I'm trying to decide... This isn't related to Planet Zoo or shopping bags or or kangaroos. Trying to decide what games to do when. Because I have a couple of games that I have planned to do after I've gotten the games I currently have listed done. Not listed, sorry, that's a long way in the future. But ones I have currently listed as ready to play or whatever, like the ones that are highlighted. And this is me musing very, very generally before I end stream, in case anybody has any sort of opinion on the matter who is currently present, as I tend to have a few regulars who I'd appreciate the opinion of in this sort of thing. So I'm like planning on playing both Skyrim and Oblivion at some point. I don't know when, but sooner than later, most likely, because people have expressed interest in it. But I don't know which one of those to play first. And Morrowind, I already said I would play at 1,000 followers whenever, if ever, I reach that. So that one's off the table until then, obviously. And like, I don't know, dueling Elder Scrolls. I could do both at the same time. That feels like it'd be a mess. Like, that's one that I really want to do, but I don't know when to do it, because I had planned to go into one of those two after MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, which is after Dishonored... No, which is after Hollow Knight, which is after Dishonored. You'd ask for Oblivion just because it's better than Skyrim? Oh, you like it better than Skyrim. Where's my skunks? Oh, they're probably in their burrows. Yep. Oh, yeah, you're looking at the camera? Oh, where's the camera? Camera? Ooh, lag. Ooh, there it is. It's going back. But yeah, so the way my game plan now, I'm expecting that Dishonored 2 is going to be about the same length as Dishonored 1, which was like 5 streams, which will be about 3 weeks. And then I'm going to play Hollow Knight, which I heard is quite long. So I'm going to be playing that for however long that takes. And then I'm going to Mercenaries, sorry, MechWarrior 5, because I've been wanting to play it for a while, because I played it a long time ago, and then now I have a bunch of DLC for it, and I'd like to play it again. And I liked the idea of going from, like, dark fantasy, or whatever, to, like, sort of jovial hack and slash, to, you know, dark sci-fi, to, like, you know, fantasy. So I'm trying to figure out if I want to do Skyrim or Oblivion next. But I don't know. I have played a lot more Skyrim than I have Oblivion, but I haven't played that. That's a hard one to say. So I've played a little bit of Oblivion, but not very much when it was like released. And I have played a decent amount of Skyrim again when it was released. But I've never beaten either of them. I think if I was to choose a game myself, I think I'd be more interested in playing Oblivion because I like the art style of it a lot. The art direction or whatever. Like, I like the environments and the way that, like, everything looks. Aside from the people, which is kind of silly. So I think I would go for that. But I don't really have a... It's very much a sort of like a, you know, 55-45 situation. I don't really care that much. But, you know, I wouldn't be opposed to doing either if there was a preference. And I also have to do Enderall, I think is called, right? Well, I don't have to. I've chosen to do Enderall as well, right? And that's a mod for Skyrim. Am I planning to use any mods? I don't know any mods for... I know some mods for Skyrim. I don't know any mods for Oblivion. So probably not. But if I do, it's going to be no, like... mods that alter anything significant. Like, it's not going to add any content. It's not going to, probably not going to change how mechanics work. It might be like visual updates or something like that. Or, oh, one thing I did remember about Oblivion that I really didn't like is they took out Werewolf from Morrowind. I loved Morrowind's Werewolf, and I was so mad that it wasn't in Oblivion. So I might get a mod to add that in. Sexy armor mods only. I don't think that's a good idea. There's a mod for Skyrim that adds a region from Oblivion story. Oh, really? That's interesting. Woo! I missed the pounce. That's a cool idea for a mod. Is it like, does it serve a purpose, or is it just for fun? Probably the best Skyrim mod, in your opinion. Alright. Because I also want to play, Fallout New Vegas at some point too, because I've never played Fallout New Vegas. So I got to figure out when that needs to be played as well. Sorry, I meant to ask about several games, and I just got stuck on those two. But like, I want to do Fallout New Vegas at some point as well, but I don't know when. Again, because I don't know where that would best fit into any amount of schedule that I have. What are you doing kicking stuff, huh? You grumpy? Grumpy about stuff, huh? Huh? You don't like your deer enclosure? Yeah, you better run. Yeah, once that's done, I you know, whatever. It's, just watching the boars, like, I'm watching the boars be in the wrong enclosure. Like, this is the swan enclosure, but none of the swans are here. Except for that one there, they just kind of wandered in, I guess. But this is, like, the only stuff that the swans like to play in, but they keep wandering all the way over here, because I think that's where I put their food dish. It's kind of annoying me that they have to keep going that far. Boars enjoying the swan pond. Yeah, apparently. Yeah, so once I figure out when I'm gonna do Oblivion or Skyrim or whatever, I'm gonna try and give it a fair amount of space between them and Fallout, because I don't want games in a similar like vein. Like they have a similar like feel to them, right? Skyrim the Elder Scrolls games and Fallout, because they're from Bethesda and they have a similar like feel. I want to avoid playing two of the games from the same company. But I also wanted to do some Souls-like games. Right now I have another Crab's Treasure, which I need to do. I don't know when I'm going to do that, but I'm going to do it eventually. But I wanted to like try an actual Souls game at some point. I don't know when. Was I planning to play any other Fallout? No, I've beaten 3 and I've beaten 4. I like them both. Well, I don't remember 3 very much, but I do remember liking 4. And I have considered playing 1 or 2, but I don't know how well they would do as a stream game, because they're a bit dense. If that makes sense. There's a lot to it, and it's not the most attractive, and there's also a lot of, like, themes in there that are a lot more dark than, they're a lot less policed than they are in modern day, I think. And while the games are good, I think there's a lot of probably things that were more acceptable when the world was less aggressive about censoring video game stuff that could make people upset. So I don't know. Like, I don't know if I really want to play one of the first 2 on stream. But it's a possibility that I have. There is a mod for Skyrim that adds a region, probably just Skyrim mod. Oh yeah. Just adds the city of Bruma to the game. And with a full quest storyline. Oh, cool. Have you played Oblivion before? It's wonderful. Okay. It's a bit dense, yeah. Well, New Vegas is the best anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, one of my friends, when I was asking about this, one of my friends suggested that I play 3 and then go into New Vegas, because there's apparently a mod that, like, combines them together or something like that. And I was like, that sounds incredibly tedious, and it sounds like it would take me, like 2 years to complete. Because I don't want to play... I've made the mistake before. I don't want to play 2 games at the same time that are incredibly long. Like... Because then I will be stuck doing nothing but those 2 incredibly long games at the same time. And, like, even though I would be having fun, I would like some variety to break up the kind of monotony of the 2 games. Because I think, you know, it's whatever. But I just was thinking about it, because it seemed important. Play New Vegas, then play Outer Worlds. Nobody mentions Outer Worlds, but it's legit New Vegas in space. I have played Outer Worlds, and I liked it, and I want to beat it. So I will be playing that on a stream at some point. I don't know when, though. I don't know if I'm going to do it immediately after New Vegas, though, but it is a game I plan on doing. Because I don't want 2 games back-to-back that are similar. I have so many games to play, so very little time. That's not true. I have all the time in the world. I'm 4.5 billion years old. I've got time. I've got at least, like, 9 billion more years in me. Or some such, I don't know. This kind of blends together. You got some really impressive antlers. This isn't like a real gripe or groan about the game at all. This is just me making an observation that I think wouldn't be that hard to incorporate. The deer don't shed their antlers. That's all. Just kind of weird that that's a thing that doesn't exist in this game, despite being a pretty big deal in nature. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, there's that, and then I want to play Greedfall, which is a game I don't even know if it's on my list, but it's like I remember my friend telling me it was like Fable, but kind of darker, not darker, more... Oh, I don't know what the word is. I say darker, but I mean like steampunk, I guess. Less whimsical. And then I also want to play Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. It is on the list, but not bolded. Yeah. The bolded ones are the only ones I plan on playing soon, basically. When it's bolded, it means I have a plan for when I intend to play it. But it is good that it's on the list. Because, you know, I'm glad that I bothered to think about it, at least. It is further afield, yes. Okay, we're doing good on that. Do I have any mechanic stuff to research? I don't think so. Nah. Great, okay. But yeah, so Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning is another game that's like, I've heard isn't very good, but I would love to play because it very much feels like old Fable to me, by the looks of it. I've seen a couple of people play it in the past and thought it looked really good, and I bought it and then didn't really get a chance to play it much. I did play a little bit of it, I think, actually, now that I remembered. And I think I have a YouTube series on it, but it's been so long, I don't remember anything about it. I completely forgot I did it until just now. But anyway, whatever. I just wanted to like ask about the next couple of games I have planned that I don't know when I want to do. So odds are I'll probably do Oblivion first in that case. Since that's the only one that anybody had an opinion on. And you know, it's, you know, I remember playing it and liking it a little bit. But that's still going to be a couple months out. Probably. So, you know, stick around if you want to see that. But yeah, I got errands to run, and it's been 3 hours, so I'm gonna have to go, because I got things to do. But thanks for hanging out and chatting, lurking. I probably should raid somebody, if anybody is streaming Planet Zoo right now, because I try to raid out in Planet Zoo streams, if I remember. Let's see... That person has a kitty cat as their icon, and that means I'm going to raid them. That's an interesting name, and I hope I spelled it right, because I didn't... I didn't copy it. Yeah, it looks right. Yeah, okay, there you go. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go straight to sleep, probably, so I'm not gonna stick around for the raid. I hope it's good and fun, and I hope that I see you tomorrow. I will be playing probably more Black and White 2, honestly, because I really want to play more of that, and I don't really have a game planned. But I'm out of here. Have a good rest of your day, night, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you. Bye-bye!